I'm Ejecta1, and welcome to another episode inside of my survival world. And in this video, we are going to, well, in the last video, we actually worked on, making the, let me get out here really quick. I actually need something. What was I looking for? Oh, that's what I need. I need a slab. Sorry about that, guys. I also need that. But in the last video, we worked on marking out the path for, let me shut these doors. So I marked out the path to get from here all the way back to the other area that I was staying at. And I haven't worked on it at all. It's probably going to happen in the next episode because I just simply don't have time for it today. So yeah. But we have that. And then we also, at the end of the episode, we did go ahead and gather a bunch of armadillos. And we put them in our sanctuary. And as you see, we have a bunch of these armadillos. And they just hang out here. And that's pretty cool. And this tree did finally grow in. For some reason, it was not growing in last episode. And it finally did. I don't know why, but it's just weird. But anyways, in today's video, I am first going to be going to sleep. It's going to be a lot slower of an episode today. But in this video, we are going to be working on a couple of essential things. Both for the immediate gameplay of this area and something that's going to help us in the future eventually. So, as you may know, the other area has tons of wheat and tons of bread and stuff. I don't have that out here. So the first thing we are going to work on is some kind of wheat farm. And I actually we're going to work on a second farm. We're actually going to work on a temporary farm. So we're actually going to work on 3 farms today, technically speaking. And that is actually going to be, I think we'll do this. The first farm I want to make is a composter farm. And that is because there's a lot of grass here. And it all turns into seeds. And so instead of having it build up my inventory, I figure I might as well get some bone meal out of it. So I'm going to find a good place to put this. It's not too important right now, but in the future it will become more apparent why I want to do this. So I think we'll probably put this, how about right about here. So we'll put that there. And then I'll take I'll take the hopper and we'll put it there. Whoops. There. So now any seeds that I collect up from this, I could just drop in here and it will turn it into bone meal. This probably won't be the final location of this, but it's just something to have and I can eventually move it. Now the next one we're going to work on is actually, and I need to get some water. We are going to work on a wheat farm. And I know I have a bunch of seeds here for this. But I do want to have something for, I really just want to have something for food because as you know, I am limited on my bread supply right now because that path is not built yet and all my wheat supply right now is currently far back in my old area. So we can't really do that. So we can't really just keep going back and forth because it does take quite a while to go back and forth. So that is what we're going to work on. And I'm probably going to put it, because I would put it here, but I have some ideas for this area. So I'm probably going to put the wheat field probably, how about here for now? These are all things that can change in the future. Actually, something I forgot to make. I need to grab my stuff. I keep forgetting stuff today. But I need to grab my bed. And then I need to make one of these things. I believe it's called I know what it's actually called, but I don't want to call it that. I think it's a scythe. Basically, well, I think that's a tool that Minecraft should add is the scythe to the game. I think that'd be really cool. That'd probably be one thing I'd add to it if I could. But what we're gonna add in here today but we can't add a scythe in here. And I did make a iron pickaxe. I did have to get some redstone. And that did require me traveling all the way back to my old area, because I did not want to dig here just yet. But what we're going to do is set up base camp, or set up my little workspace. We'll put the bed right there. And then we'll go here. So now what we can do is take this area, and we want to go, let's see. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2, 3, 4. And I think we'll go here. And we're just going to do this really quick just to get a little bit of a wheat field going. So now I need to go. So now this is just going to be a way for me to get some food, because again we are kind of sparse on food, so I have to. I know I keep saying that. I don't know why I keep repeating that. But yeah. So now we're just going to place. So now I'm just going to dig all this out and make a nice little wheat field really quick. Just going to get rid of all this. And also the composter thing will actually be for in case I start getting overload on wheat or bread in this area. I probably won't be getting that for a while, but once I do start getting a little too much produce, then I want to have some kind of overflow protection. Just so I have a place to put all the extra wheat or seeds. And actually, I might. And something I'm considering is actually, I might move this over by 1. So if I take this, give me that. Which means that now I can get this. It doesn't seem that important right now, but it might be important later as to why I'm doing this. Very particular. And now that's just going to dry out. So now we can go ahead and take all my seeds that I currently have, and I'm now able to do this. I'm also going to take and put a torch here. It's pretty much similar to my old the design I've been using for all my wheat farms. It's basically the same thing. I'm just doing this right here just to have some kind of food thing going. Oh, that's a little, yeah. Definitely need to get some more seeds. But that's what this is all for. Let's see, can I get some more seeds? And today will be a much slower episode, I think, but I think it's still a pretty important episode for the future things. And especially with the next farm. I mean, the wheat farm is important for me to stay alive out here, not die. But the next farm is probably going to be even more crucial to the actual area in itself. And, you know, maybe we could play a little game with the comments. What do you think this next build is going to be? I'm not going to... It might become more apparent. It might become more apparent in future episodes. In the next few episodes coming up. But, I don't want to make it too obvious just yet what it's going to be. But maybe you can guess what the build is going to be. I'm going to tell you... I will give you a hint that... the idea for the build... The idea for the build is going to be something really, really big. That is your hint. Like a really big thing. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You can leave your comments below guessing. And, yeah. Just a nice little fun thing to do with the comments. So, we get to... Just trying to get some of this knocked out. Yeah, like this project that's coming up, that all these are going to be used for. It might not be apparent right now because it's just a wheat field or wheat farm, but it's the other farms that I'm going to be building after this that are going to be probably the more important of the farms. That'll make it more apparent what it's going to be. Maybe you guys can next few episodes guess what it's going to be. I probably won't like reveal it, but it'll be something that. Yeah, it probably won't be something that is like revealed super openly, but it'll become more apparent what it is as time goes on. Okay, so now that we have that is done. The next thing is to do the other farm. And I think what I want to do, well, the first thing I have to do, this one, I actually need to make a piston, and that's why I gathered my redstone earlier. We can go here, and I believe, is it that orientation or is it this orientation? Oh, wait, no. Oh. That's a dispenser. Okay. That's what I'm missing. I don't know why I thought. Yeah, I know how to play Minecraft. I swear I do. Let's see. What else? I need to smelt this iron really quick. I thought it was a bow, but that's for dispensers. Do we have it on me? We have that. No, I do not. Let's make some more of this. Now we gotta wait for that to smelt. And while we wait for that to smelt, I want to find a okay area for it to go in. I might put it over there by the lava pit, just because what I plan to build is going to be probably very fitting for it. And actually, while we wait on that, I'm going to do something really quick that I should have done last episode or a couple episodes ago. That is going to involve getting some water, if I can. So I'm going to run over here, grab some water from this little spot here. And then while we're over here, I'm going to go ahead and get this set up for what I plan to do. Actually, no, we're just going to, yeah, let's get this taken care of first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run into the armadillo facility, and we are going to open, close. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to scare you. Any more scoots? Ooh, more scoots. I do need to make this. I do need to get a minecart thing so I can collect up the scoots from these guys without having to physically do it. But, anyways. Sorry, guys. But I promise you'll like this. What we're going to do is just do... First of all, we're going to create an infinite water source. And now we are going to take this and get rid of it. Whoops. Now I'm just going to fill this up. There. Now let me grab this block. So now they have a nice little sort of watering hole, which I think looks really nice. Adds a little bit of detail, even though it's hot, dry savanna. I think there is some type of water life out here. Now let's go check the furnace. And let's see. Is the iron done smelting? I know I definitely need an iron farm. I think an iron farm will be more apparent for this area. I think I will go ahead and make an iron farm at some point. Because that'll be something that I probably will use in this area. Let's see. We need... For the iron... Will that be enough iron? Yes, it will. So what we're going to do is just take and make this into, I believe it was, yes, there we go. And then we also need to make a, do I have a stick? No, I do not. I'll turn this into slabs so I don't waste it. Now I need a lever, and you might be able to get at what I'm doing here. But I'm going to make a cobblestone generator, and it's a very simple one. I might try to hook up a clock to it, but I'm not sure yet. And I think the best place to put one would probably be, and again, I will say, I will preference this. These two things, these farms I'm building, are subject to change where they're at some point. They might not stay where they're at forever, but I feel like these are the optimal places for them right now. So, and we're gonna use a nice little hack here and do that. That we can clear out a massive area. Like collect up all these seeds, because I don't like to waste my materials. Okay, now what we get to do is I need, and actually I'm missing something very important. And that is food in my belly. But also I'm missing, that's right, that's what I'm missing. I believe we actually have a block for that I can use. Open up the doors. Thank you. Now, I need... That wasn't it. There we go. Just need one of those. And we need that stair block, and that's very important for this next step. Some people probably might know what I'm doing here. But if you don't... So what I'm doing is I'm essentially making a very simple cobblestone generator. I mean, people have probably seen this many, many times. It's a pretty classic design, I think. All I'm doing is I am making a spot for the water right there. And then I believe it's supposed to be this. And then you take one of your stair blocks and you place it here. And because of the new physics, the water will occupy that space, but it won't take up that. Or something of that nature. And then we can take the... Let me take some lava here. And then it should go. And it makes a cobblestone block. And then if we take this lever really quick. And now it just pushes it back and forth. And this does kind of work better with the button, but we're actually going to do something a little bit different than a button. Because we're actually going to take the rest of this cobblestone, or this, not cobblestone, stone. Dang it! Stupid squids. Squids are always dying in my world. Okay. Anyways, what we're going to do is... Oh, let's not do that. Let's take that. And then we need... to make... So next what we're making is a clock. And this is just going to make it easier to... This will just make it so this automates. It just keeps producing. So we just want to place it like that. Place that like that. Almost. Whoops, I need to go out one more. All this grass here does make it a little bit interesting. Wait a minute, what's going on? Wait. That's why. There we go. Okay, that's why it didn't work. Wait, does it still... Okay, perfect. Okay, so as you can see, it's... And I'm going to do this because... and I'm just going to do this really quick just to cover that up. But now that constantly repeats, and then I'm going to take a lever, and this is just for lag control. Now, the lever is not necessary, but it is good for lag control, just so if I want to stop this, then I can. I guess what I'll do for water purposes, if I ever put water here, is just create a little ring around this so it doesn't get ruined by water if that ever does happen. So now it's got like a nice little ring to it. And we'll make it look a little nicer, I guess. I'll leave that there. So now, as you can see, it has produced a bunch of cobblestone, and I can go ahead, and if I want to, I can take my, not that pickaxe, I need that for good stuff. So now I can do this, and I'll gather all that up so you can see it in action. I know people have probably seen this done before, but I still think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty nifty thing. And next, what we do is we come over here, and now it's just going to produce all this cobblestone for it. I don't have a repeater, so it's not going to... If I had a repeater for this, the repeater would actually slow this down and make it so this is more timed right, like it's supposed to be. But I think that's perfectly fine. And I'm pretty sure I need quartz for a repeater, but I could be wrong. But as you can see, it just pushes a long stick of cobblestone. And I can do this as much as I want to. And so now it has that. And you don't have to switch this off, because so now if I take a block and I do that, as you can see, it'll just keep repeating. There. So now that's something. I guess if someone didn't know how to make one of these, now they do. So you're welcome. But yeah, so now we have that. Let's see. Now let's go take the rest of these seeds and put them into my composter. So now, I probably should have made another hopper for this, because now it's not so automatic. But it works for now, and I like it. Okay, so let me go to sleep. My bed's over this way. Okay. So, we did get a good chunk of stuff done today. I know it's kind of a minor episode, and doesn't seem like these things are significant, but this stuff and the... Yeah, but I would say that the bone meal farm, because the bone meal we can turn into bone blocks, which would be a pretty good resource to have, I'd say. And then the wheat and stuff, that's good for food, because I need food to live, I think. I think that's how it works. And then we also have our cobblestone farm, and we need that to produce a bunch of cobblestone and stones. So that's actually a really good... So that's actually a really good sign. So, yeah. So that will probably be that. I think what we'll do is we'll go exploring. And I did actually find out that this little area here, a little sneak peek into a future idea. I don't know what I'll do with it yet, but there's actually this little area here, and I can go out to it. I did a little bit exploring earlier, and let me go down here so I can swim a little faster, please. So this area, I found out, is actually a little island in the acacia biome, and I thought it was really cool. So we'll go check it out. It's a little thing, but it's cool. And because I thought it was connected by the land, but it turns out this is completely separated. And this is a really cool area, and I thought I could probably do something with this later, in accordance with the project that I had planned. And I do mean that the next project that's coming up is a massive project, so I'm not sure. I probably won't get it done in one go because of how big it is. But I do quite like this little island. I think it's really cool and I could do something with it. Yeah. So now I'm stuck here on this island unless I swim back. Let me swim back. Let's see. What else do I want to do? I got a few minutes left of an episode. Coming up on the shore. There we go. Okay, so now we have... Right, so now we have this whole setup. And I will be working on the bridges and the paths hopefully in tomorrow's episode. I should have time for it. Because it is a pretty big project in of itself. Or if not tomorrow, I don't know. I might not work on that project tomorrow per se. I think because so I do have plans to, yeah, let me do some work while I talk here. I tend to get distracted a lot. I'm actually going to expand this a little bit. So I think for now I am going to actually stay in this area. And that's actually for, I think I will actually wind up staying in this area for a while. So I'm probably not going to be returning back to that other area for quite a while. I mean, unless to get supplies, but even then I really want to stick to this area as much as possible. We will go back, but for now I just want to set up this area. And then at some point I want to take that path that I want to work on and connect it up. But I think I'm going to wait till... But I think my plan might be to wait till this area is more developed. Because I have some plans for this. Wait till this gets developed further. And then I'll work on the path. So I think that'll be a pretty useful thing. So now I want to take all my... I don't want to move these because I don't have the physical space for right now. So I'll just put all that there. But I will take these. And I can move this safely. Now we're going to take... And I will build this up over time. Let's see. Where's my furnaces? Let's see. I'm going to place... How about this there? Do I have any more? We'll do a composter right here really quick, just because. Let's see. I probably didn't need to move all that then. Okay, so I actually have a plan. Hold on. We're going to take this. I'll put that. Nope, I want to put this there. And then we will take that and just condense it there. Place that, place that. Boop, 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 boop. And then we'll place the torch there, and that gives us light. And so now we have a little, kind of a workstation. I will probably move all that stuff from the chest and barrel up there down to here. And, yeah, I'll probably change this to one of the barrels, but I think it works, kind of, if my... Yeah, I'll have to use barrels instead. Let's see. Let's change that to slabs. Oops, hold on. I believe it's this. Nope. Nope, that's not how it's done. Can I make a barrel? Yes, I can. Okay. And then we'll do... I just made it, and I act like I didn't just make it. I swear I know how to craft in this game. Okay. So let's swap this out and this out for a pair of these. There. So now we have a bunch of stuff that we can utilize, and I think it'll work. Alright, so I think that'll have to do it for today's episode, guys. I know it's not a very eventful episode, but it's a very necessary episode in the process. I did forget that I actually was going to make a smelting area, or some kind of smelting thing. I mean, we have that, but I need to make a bunch of furnaces and stuff. And I will probably do that in the next episode. I think that'd be very fitting. So, that is the end of the episode, but I do hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe, because it does mean a lot to me. It does help out the channel. And yeah, hopefully you guys stay tuned and watch out for more. And let me know what you guys think what you think this big project is going to be. And yeah, and also I do have a Discord. The link is down below, and you could join the discussion down there with people that seem to like my content. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope I inspired you guys to build your own cobblestone farm and wheat field thing and whatever, build your own farms. And until my next video, guys, I am Ejected1, and you have been ejected.